18 teams, 15 ethics case studies, 60 judges, 4 rounds, and 1 dose of fun.
The Michigan High School Ethics Bowl is an educational program co-organized by A2 Ethics and the outreach program of the University of Michigan Department of Philosophy and its graduate students. Over the course of the year, graduate students from the University of Michigan teach effectively like after-school classes on ethical and political theory, and then we discuss a set of 10 to 15 case studies written by local people about complex moral dilemmas. And all of this leads up to an epic 2-day competition in which teams from different schools go head-to-head, coming up with a careful, critical, collaborative, reasoned stance on what should happen in the case.
I describe it as a debate competition, but a lot cooler and less finger waggles. It's not a I'm right, you're wrong conversation. It's a conversation about creating the best argument.
Teams don't get points for beating one another down with the power of their argument. It's about one team coming up with a stance on the case and the other team then saying, okay, if I accept your stance, what follows? What further questions would I have? How could I extend it? And then the initial team saying, oh yeah, thank you for those questions. Let us think about them. Let us develop our position further. And judges then who score the teams asking further questions of the presenting team to try to develop and extend their stance.
The whole point of it is to come to some sort of solution to a problem that we're given, and we're supposed to work together and bounce our ideas off of each other to create a positive learning environment.
These are very common issues and they're very real world. And that is why there's so much energy, is because it's not detached from the world. It is about the world, and we are all coming together to try and figure out what is the best way that we can respond. Should we allow that to happen, or should we prohibit it, and why? And we're reasoning together about this, and the teams are going back and forth with the judges. They're all talking with each other about these particular issues.
Our goal in taking the bowl program to high schoolers is to give students kind of a toolkit for thinking through complicated moral and political problems of the sort that will arise for them just constantly throughout their lives.
You become a better person. Learning about sort of who you are is fun. Sort of what you value helps determine what you want to do in your life. You also become a better citizen because a lot of ethics sort of play into learning what you value in terms of policy and law. And you also just become a better student. Personally, my academics improved greatly after Ethics Bowl, just because it's critical thinking, a lot of writing and speaking, and just creating arguments.
I want people to know about Ethics Bowl, that it's the opportunity of a lifetime to sort of try on different caps and experience different fields that they might have not experienced before, and get to know possibly what they might want to do in the future.
What I love most about Ethics Bowl is students who have never thought about the ethical dimensions about a particular issue are coming together, and they are finding out what other people think. What other people think is not necessarily what they think, but we're coming together to figure it out. We're trying to figure out the truth of a given matter on a given day in February.
All right, so I'm happy to announce that the winner of the 5th Michigan High School Ethics Bowl by a close vote of 2-1 is the herd from Wake. This is a time at which I think more than ever before, it's really important that we raise a generation of people who are equipped with the skills to think critically and carefully about divisive moral and political issues, to express their own point of view clearly, and to listen to opposing points of view sensitively in a way that doesn't just dismiss them, but is willing to take their points on board. This is a set of skills that we just need to raise young people to have, and this is what the Michigan High School Ethics Bowl can bring to schools and students.